Afro-scientific spirituality. My name is Remains West. If this is your first time on the channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about this guy here. This is your cassava leaf. I'll be talking about some secrets uses of cassava leaves. This is something that is very common, and you can find this in almost every country, and it is widespread in Africa. We eat it a lot. We eat it every day. We survive on this thing. It's a lifesaver. We use it to make the thing they call them gari. If you are familiar with West Africa, Nigeria, you would have heard of gari. It's cassava flour. We use it to make something they call eba, and it's full of carbohydrates, and we eat it a lot. So we get that eba, that gari, from cassava, from the tubers. The fruit of the cassava grows under the ground, and it's a very good fruit. It's a lifesaver. We eat it a lot in Africa. They eat it a lot in Asia. They use it to make what they call tapioca and popo gari, and you also get starch from it as well. Today, I want to talk about the spiritual properties. The botanical name is what you know as Manihot esculentus, and we have different varieties of this Manihot esculentus, and I want to tell you what you can be able to use it for. It's very powerful. We use it for prosperity. We use it to treat different kind of ailments, and we also eat it. We cannot live without this in West Africa. It gives strength, it gives energy, makes us to be very strong, to be very thick, and makes you very active. One thing you need to know, I want to clear you about, we have different varieties, but we have two major types. And I want to show you the difference today. A lot of people don't know the difference, but I want to show you how you can be able to use this to survive. If you look at these two, these are two different kinds of cassava. Okay, one way you need to know is that look at the stem of the one on my right. You will see that the stem is red. Okay, you will notice that the stem is red. Let me show you clearly. Look at it properly. You see this color is red, so we call this one red cassava. Okay, this one major difference you need to put in mind. This is red cassava because the stem is red. This one is very edible. You can root the fruits from the ground and you can eat it raw. This one, on the other hand, is green. Okay, notice it very carefully. It is green, so we call it the green cassava. This one, you can't eat the fruit raw. You can't even boil it. It's highly concentrated. If you eat it raw, you will die. I don't say you may die. Okay, so why I'm saying this, in case maybe you don't know what will happen tomorrow in time of war. If there is war, there is famine, you find yourself in any part of Africa, you find yourself in the jungle, and you have to survive. If you see cassava growing, it's not just any cassava you will go and eat. If you see this one with red stem, you should be happy. You can root that one from the ground, and you can just eat it raw if you don't have fire to cook. It will not kill you. It is edible. People eat it like that. It is sweet. You will survive in that jungle. But if you go and eat this cassava raw, this one with green stem raw, you may die. Okay, it's going to give you a tough time. And this one is very easy to process. This is the one that you see people boil. You boil it and you just eat it with salt. In Vietnam, you see them eating cassava. They boil it, just eat it with salt. Sometimes they eat it with sugar, and you can cook it like yam. You can fry. This one is very easy to process. Why this one takes difficult time? This one you have to boil, you have to dry, you have to do a lot of things. This one is highly concentrated, but it is still edible. We still use both of them to make gari. So please know the difference between the red cassava and the green one. They are two different things. Okay, it's a lifesaver. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, but they say it's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Okay, so please know the difference. Uh, for prosperity work, we use cassava for a lot of things. We use it for prosperity in the sense that cassava is a plant that can grow in almost any kind of soil. It can strive in almost any kind of soil, and it blossoms, it grows, it survives, and it brings out fruit, the tubers from the ground. So it brings something that have this quality of being productive, of bearing fruit, of striving. So for people that are having difficulty in life, people that are struggling, that they are not bearing fruit, maybe they are doing business, money is not coming out, anything they put in their hand, if they are not moving forward, they can be able to do a powerful spelling with cassava so that prosperity can come into their life. Okay, this is the major secret of using cassava for doing spiritual work. So we use cassava for doing spiritual baths. You can get the leaves, like 7 cassava leaves like this, add it to your bath water. If you are somebody that is slow, or your whatever you are doing is not being productive, it's not moving forward, people are not buying your products, you are a marketer, whatever, you're not just getting enough, you can use the leaf to bathe. You boil the leaf, soak it in water for about 30 minutes to 2 hours. Then you can add your sea salt or any kind of spiritual ointment. If you have something like this built in Sudan, some people had it as well. If you have your Miss Paris, some people mix it with this one. Or if you just have this simple one, you can just add it. Some people mix it with a little bit. Then they sit down in the bucket, just spray over it, and they use it to take their baths. And they do this for like 3 days, and they'll find out that whatever they are doing is we start bearing fruit. If you want to do this kind of bath, you do it early in the morning or you do it in the night time. Okay, so it's very good like that. So people use it for spiritual bathing, especially for people that want to go abroad, that they want to blossom or flourish in a foreign land. Most times they use this cassava leaf, they pluck all these stems, then they soak them in water like this, and they use the stem to bath the person. You can see like 2 or 3 people using cassava leaf to beat somebody, and as they are beating with the person, shook the leaf inside a bucket of water with the solution, shake it like this. They use it to be beating the person. As they are beating, they are praying for the person for prosperity. Usually an old woman or a woman will do this kind of things. They'll chook it inside the water of mixture, then they use this to be praying, rubbing all their body, to be telling them to be prosperous, to blossom, to flow like the cassava, to grow like the cassava, to bring fruits like cassava. They use it to just bait the person, and the person will just sit down saying, Ise. Then the person will travel, and lo and behold, the person will start bringing prosperity, we start blossoming, we start getting anything that they are looking for. We start coming to them. It's as simple as that. So we use it for spiritual baths. Okay, people that want to travel, you can use it to bath somebody. They use it to bath people. They call it boarding, where you board people, board Acatarians before they travel, that sort of thing. This is what they use to board Acatarians before they go abroad to go to hustle. Okay, that's what they do them. Then one important thing I want to talk, this is one secret, how to use cassava leaf to cook food of prosperity. You might also call it food of poverty or food witchcraft food. This is the kind of food that you eat that will take poverty away from the life of the person. Okay, there's a food like this. This is usually done for people that have family problems, people that have issues. Maybe they are suffering from some kind of causes. They feel that they have been caused or hexed by family member or by a fellow winch or by an evil person. They just feel that they have been hexed, and you want to remove that hex. Most times when people hex somebody, they cause the person with poverty. So you will going to suffer in your life. You are going to struggle. You will never have money. You will never have a good life. You will never have this. You will never have that. You will never have happiness. You will never have all the things that makes people comfortable in life. You will not have money. You will not have car. You will not have house. You will not have a wife. There's a curse people with all these things because they know that these are the things that makes life sweet for people. So the essence of the curse is to deprive you of all those things so that the person will not be happy in life. The person will be struggling to live life, to enjoy. The person will be struggling. So that when they curse people, they try to take away all the good things from the person. So there's a spell that you can do to ward off this, a powerful spell that you do with cassava leaf. So to do this spell is that you get cassava leaf, you take the young ones, the tip, the ones that is at the top, like this one now. You see the first one, the one that is exactly on top of it, the baby one. You're going to get it. You will get like 3 or 7. You don't need these big ones. Just take this. You get like 3 of these plants. Like if I want to do this now, I'm going to go to this cassava leaf, take the baby ones from the top. Okay, you know the tip. Yeah, this is the ones that I will naturally take. I'll take like 3 of them or 7 of them, depending on the kind of food I want to cook. You get a small pot. Then you will boil this leaf with 7 alligator pepper. Where's my alligator pepper? This one is what we call alligator pepper. Grains of paradise, another name, or grains of salim, any name you want to call it. So you're going to get 7 seeds. I have talked about this a lot of time. And I taught you guys how to open it. You get 7 of this with the tip of this cassava leaf. Then you will pound it. You will pound it in your mortar and pestle. If you don't have that, you should have it by now. Then you're going to get red palm oil. I have told you that red palm oil is our spiritual oil in African spirituality, is what we use. You're going to get red palm oil and a little salt. This food is the food we cook for spiritual food. You're going to put some palm oil inside. You're going to put some salt inside, and you're going to get catfish. You know that mud fish, eworo, people call it eworo, catfish, or you're going to get snail. Snail, it kind of represents poverty or suffering. You're going to put snail inside, or you're going to put catfish. Catfish is in every part of the world. Then you boil it, you cook it like this. As of ahead food, but they bring prosperity. You cook it, then you eat this food. You eat it in the night time. We call it a winches food. You can also put some at the 3 road junction. That if somebody wants you to suffer in life, that you have not tested that suffering, you have already tested the suffering, so suffering should never near you anymore. The mudfish is a fish that catfish that lives in the mud, lives in the dirty places, eats all kind of manner of things to survive. Bottom dweller is a bottom dweller, and it's that kind of fish that is that's designed to kind of struggle and forage. Whoever causes you wishes you to be like that. So by eating that fish, is like in this setup, you are kind of vaccinating yourself against living that kind of life. Okay. So when you mix it with the cassava leaf and this material, so you eat that food, you actually have tested poverty in a way, so it will not come near you anymore. So you eat this food in the night, then throw the rest one away. You eat it in the night, throw the rest one, you bury them and you clean up. Once you do this, you find out that prosperity will start coming to the person's life because the person has already suffered. So spiritually, they don't need to suffer anymore because they have tested what it means to suffer in life. Okay, so this is how people do it. You do this. We also give some of this to 3 road junction. Maybe you want somebody to suffer. There's a way we do this spell and give it to somebody to do something. I will not talk about that thing on this video, but the powerful stuff, very powerful stuff. Don't underestimate this stuff. So when you do this, you find out that life will become easy for the person. So this is something you can be doing once in 6 months or once in a year, where you think that things are too difficult for you, people are oppressing you, they're really throwing courses at you. It's like you vaccinating yourself with a little bit of the illness or the bacteria, so that your body will develop a natural resistance to it. So it's a kind of spiritual vaccination. By testing poverty and suffering, you are actually preventing yourself or creating a strong immune system that will resist poverty and suffering and those causes. And cassava leaf is what we use to do that kind of thing. Okay, so you need to do it and try it, and it's powerful stuff. Okay, I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but you can do this in any country that you're in. For those people that are struggling, especially people that are having difficulty in life, this is one thing that you need to do. Okay, try to do this. You can get this leaf, and you can get catfish. You can get all these items. It's very easy, powerful spell, and the results are limitless. Then for those people that have pie, maybe children that have pie, that have worms in the stomach or something like that, cassava leaf can also treat pie. Some people will boil the leaf and be drinking the water little by little. It solves that problem. In those days, people use the leaf to wipe their ass to treat pie. If somebody that have pie, they use it. You know, in those days, even till now, some people, maybe you find yourself in a jungle situation, you don't have tissue paper in the bush, you can use cassava leaf to wipe. But I advocate water. If you don't have water, maybe in the place you are in an emergency situation, there is no water, and you want to go to poop, cassava leaf is very good for wiping. Just like tissue paper is very good, people use it for wiping, and they use to wipe their house, and it treats pie. For children that have pie, they use to wipe their house, they don't have any problem. If you have anybody that have pie, you can tell them to use cassava leaf to wipe or to convert it to a solution to apply to that place, and it will solve the problem of the pie. It's very effective for that. It also does a lot of things for the body. I have done a video exclusively on cassava leaf before. For people that are traveling long distance, you don't want to go to the toilets, and you driving on a car, you cannot come there, you know that you are going on a long journey, maybe you are a driver, a trailer driver, and you always having running stomach, pluck some cassava leaf, like 2 or 3, just put it in your pockets, and you will not go to the toilet until you get to your destination. It's going to just seize everything that is bothering you. It is that powerful. They also use it for gunshots. Maybe you want to go to war, or you can tie some cassava leaf in your hand around as a handband. Then you go to war. In those days, what happens is that when people are shooting at you, the bullet will be deflecting. It will not come to you. Okay, these are some of the secret stuff of using cassava leaf. It doesn't mean that you are going to tie it in your hand and you stand and ask somebody to shoot you. If they shoot you like that, you will die through away. Okay, you will just die like fowl. It's something that you use just in case to protect yourself, and as an added advantage to whatever you are doing. Okay, so cassava leaf is something that is very, very powerful, and you can find it in almost every country. There's no excuse for not getting it. So the main thing I want to let you know, notice the red one and the green one. This is they have different varieties too, but these are the two main varieties that you will find: red cassava and green cassava. Red cassava, it is edible. You can eat it raw, you can boil it easily, you can fry it, and you will not have any issue. This is what I want to tell you. If you're in the jungle, you don't have fire to cook, you see red cassava, you can just root it, wash it, and start eating away. You will survive, you will not die inside the jungle. But if you see this green one, don't eat this one raw. If you eat it raw, you may not come out of the jungle alive. Okay, so know the two difference. So this is the main stuff I want to let you know, that there are two major type of cassava. So, and apart from the other things you can use it for. Okay, so this is what I have for you today on this channel, and questions and comments are welcome as usual. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, close the subscribe button, so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release them. And if you want to learn African spirituality, this is the place you need to be. This is the #1 channel. This is the best place. In this channel, I talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of practical stuff, easy stuff that will help you, that will add to your body of knowledge. and that will empower you, that will also liberate you. This is the place that we talk about the meat of the matter. So please subscribe to my channel. Tell people to join the channel. I have a lot of resources, and we are continuously diving deep into the subject matter. And we want you to register for my program. If you want to learn it, I teach ancient African history and African spirituality. I go into the details. I have a lot of materials I will teach you. Within 6 months, you're going to know a lot of things that will empower you and take you to your next level of your spiritual evolution. It's not expensive. You don't need to travel to Africa. You don't need to be initiated. You don't need to break the bank. Thank you very much from Jamaica. I'm very happy to see you here. More peace, more power to the ancestors. I'm very delighted. You guys have this in Jamaica, right? You have the red one and the green one, I believe. It's very good. You should do the stuff that I asked you. You do them, you have those stuff very easily. You're going to benefit a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm happy, Nigel. Thanks for watching too. I'm very delighted you guys are watching me. I'm very grateful. So please share the channel, tell people about the channel. I have lots of things that will be coming up before the end of this year. Then also too, red lead, so nice to see you. Frozen snail, can you get live snail? Snail is hard to get in America. That West African snail, you guys don't have it. They don't even allow it to go into America. You can get catfish very easily in America. Use catfish. Okay, if you don't have snail, I know people don't have snail in America. You can also use catfish to do this very spell, and it will work just fine. Okay, so try that if you not have snail, no stress. So if you guys also want to, anybody want to do spell, love spell, hexes, sparks, all 9 yards, oracle tarot readings, so contact me on this channel. Apart from that, I thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.